The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBlanc.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this.
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Mayaba. Throwing right. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Price. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Jordan. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines. He'll do the rest.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Steps away. That's caught. It's Peoples. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll try the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, that is beautiful defense. Timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
On target to the left. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll immediately call timeout.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, going to the air. Bringing the heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Craven. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Blasted as he lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's count it.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Napier. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Mayaba. Pocket breaking down. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires left. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. With the catch, it's LeBlanc. Pulled down for the tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. From the red zone, it's Price. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The screen, he can go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Looking to throw on third. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Fights off a defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Here in the fourth quarter, they've just got to get into field goal range to give themselves a shot, but they're not going to get there if they can't protect the QB. They've given up back-to-back sacks.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.